My name's Alex Scurrah. I'm one of the project officers for the Saving Wildcat project. The project has a number of project partners, and the lead partner is the Royal Zoological Society of Scotland. One of their sites is the Highland Wildlife Park, and that's where the Wildcat office is based out of. There are 5 project officers, me including, and we are responsible for going out into the field. And once the wildcats have been released from the wildlife park, we are then responsible to go out and track them. We track them, we put out camera traps for them. We also do other really important work, including stakeholder engagement, communicating with landowners, trap, neuter, vaccinate, return of feral hybrid cats as well. Project's going really well. Yeah, we're in the 3rd year now, so we've just done the 2nd round of releases. We've had really good survival rate. We've had a number of kittens being born from a number of different females out in the wild as well. And yeah, as far as success criteria goes at this early stage, then that's pretty good. It's a really unique job in the UK, and yeah, as far as success goes, that's what gets you up in the morning. You know, you want females to give birth, you want all the adults to survive, and eventually you want the kittens to survive as well. Yeah, so I studied A-levels at college, biology being the primary one, and then that allowed me to go to university to study wildlife conservation at bachelor's, and then I studied endangered species recovery and conservation for my master's degree. Yeah, so I think for jobs in conservation, you either need to have a wealth of practical experience or a background in education. Ideally both, but it's difficult to get both. So I went down the educational route, and it was my experience, especially doing the masters, that I think contributed heavily to me getting this job. You always dream about working with snow leopards or tigers. We don't have those in this country, and we have a responsibility to conserve the animals in this country first, in my opinion. So yeah, this is as good as it gets, really, working with wildcats. So some days I could be out tracking the wildcats. So when the wildcats are released, they all have these GPS collars on. This is the battery here, this is the GPS housing, and this tape here helps us identify them in the wild when they're on camera. So the cats are out and they record movement data, so we have to go out into the field and track the cats, and then we get to within a certain distance, we download their data, and then we're able to take that data that's collected on an SD card back to the office, and we can analyse their movement data to see where they've been, what habitat they've been using, whether there's been any crossovers between males and females. So yeah, all exciting. Come rain or shine, we're out tracking the cats is our primary objective, because we have a responsibility to monitor them, and then everything else comes after that: camera trapping, TNVR. Sometimes being in the office is valuable and productive, but you know, 4 out of the 5 days of the week you'd like to be outside, you know, even if it is raining or blowing a gale. You know, we're very privileged and lucky to have a job where we're outside all the time. You know, I've been out and you sometimes see the wildcats, you sometimes see capercaillie, golden eagle, white-tailed eagle, so yeah, we're very lucky. So the wildcats, especially in Scotland, they have a really important cultural significance. So they're a crest on a number of different clan emblems, and also they've been persecuted and had significant habitat loss to the point where we're in this situation where we're having to release them, and I feel like we have that responsibility. And we speak to a lot of members of the community now who have never seen wildcats before, and now they know that they're seeing true, pure wildcats, and it brings joy to their lives. And you know, wildcats do perform their own ecosystem services as well. So for my job personally, I think you need to be fit and active and enjoy being outside, and then you need to be very practical and hands-on. You also need to have a good understanding of the species ecology, and then also some analytical skills, so research methods and data analysis, skills like that. I'd say the best part about my job is being outside for the majority of the time. You know, it's really important, not just to us and the wildlife, but our health really involves being outside as much as we can, and I get to do that all the time. On top of releasing the cats, me and my team, we obviously have been able to prove that the wildcats have bred in the wild, and those kittens have gone on to disperse from their mothers, which is a great sign of independence, and it's a good sign that we've released them into the right area. If there wasn't enough food, or whether there was too much persecution, then the wildcats wouldn't be surviving. So for people wanting to get into wildlife conservation, I personally do always suggest looking into the university route. I got a lot of great experience and made a lot of lifelong friends out of it as well. I didn't personally go down the practical route, so I can't really say too much on that, but I would say certainly look into a bachelor's and then possibly continuing on to doing a master's as well. And don't worry if you've not got much experience in things like GIS at the start. That's what the lecturers and the course is for, is to help build your experience doing those kind of skills.